Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive into 13 clever ways to deal with toxic people with lots of interesting and useful information. Let's get started. 1. Identifying and understanding the toxic threat. Imagine you are the guardian of your inner peace. A toxic threat may not always be obvious, but if you don't identify it in time, it can disturb your mood and life. Toxic people often don't attack directly. Instead, they start with subtle criticisms or small actions that make you feel hurt. They might constantly blame others and never take responsibility for their own mistakes. Some even manipulate your emotions, making you feel guilty or doubting your own abilities. It's crucial to recognize these signs to avoid getting caught up in their negative game. Remember, the negative emotions of others do not reflect your worth. They are simply their own issues. Once you can identify these signs, you can protect yourself and maintain peace within. 2. Don't try to fix them. One of the biggest mistakes when dealing with toxic people is thinking that you can change or fix them. You may feel sympathy for them and want to help, but the reality is that you cannot change the nature of these individuals. They won't change unless they want to themselves. Trying to change the behavior of a toxic person only leaves you exhausted and feeling defeated. These people are often unaware of the negative impact they have on others, or they simply don't care. Instead of trying to fix them, focus on protecting yourself and maintaining your boundaries. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can absolutely control how you react and protect yourself from the negativity they bring. The best approach is to recognize that change cannot come from you, but must come from them, and you simply need to maintain peace within yourself. 3. Prioritize self-care. When dealing with toxic people, the most important thing is to never forget to take care of yourself. These individuals can drain your energy and leave you mentally exhausted, so maintaining your physical and mental health is crucial. If you don't care for yourself, you won't have the energy to handle the challenges toxic people bring. Self-care isn't just about resting or relaxing. It also involves setting clear boundaries and knowing when to step back. Find time to do things that help restore your mental well-being, such as exercising, meditating, or simply enjoying your personal hobbies. These activities help you stay calm and focused on what truly matters in life. Self-care is how you protect your health and mood, giving you the strength and resilience to maintain peace in your life. 4. Know when to step back. In tense situations with toxic people, knowing when to step back is a crucial skill. Sometimes getting up and walking away is the best way to protect yourself from negativity and unnecessary confrontations. Continuing to face a toxic person only increases stress, fatigue, and sometimes emotional harm that you can't immediately recover from. Stepping back doesn't mean you're weak or giving up. It means you're choosing to protect your peace. When you notice that the conversation or situation is becoming too tense and could harm your mental well-being, don't hesitate to politely and decisively find a way to step away. This could be pausing the conversation or leaving an unhealthy environment. Knowing when to step back helps you maintain self-respect and prevents others from taking advantage of or manipulating your emotions. It's important to recognize when you've reached your limit and not allow anyone to cross those boundaries. 5. The harmony over conflict technique. The harmony over conflict technique is a great strategy when dealing with toxic people, helping you maintain peace without engaging in harsh confrontations. This phrase means prioritize peace, meaning seeking harmony in tense situations instead of letting negative emotions make you lose control. When communicating with toxic people, instead of responding with anger or resistance, you should maintain a calm and neutral attitude. This doesn't mean accepting their negative behavior, but rather choosing not to let them drag you into an unnecessary argument. Sometimes, silence or a gentle response can help reduce tension and make the other person less eager to continue the conflict. Applying this technique helps you maintain self-respect and prevents toxic people from making you lose control. Most importantly, you don't need to win every confrontation. Instead, focus on keeping peace within yourself. 6. Create physical distance when necessary. One of the most effective ways to protect yourself from the influence of toxic people is to create physical distance when needed. When you notice the situation becoming tense or the emotions of the other person starting to affect you, leaving the space helps you maintain your calm. Physical distance minimizes direct interaction, stops the intake of negative energy, and creates an opportunity for you to recover mentally. Sometimes, simply stepping back physically gives you the space to think more clearly, avoid impulsive reactions, and better control your emotions. Don't feel guilty when you need to create distance. Protecting your peace is your rightful choice. It not only helps you stay away from negative influences, but also gives you a chance to recover and return to a clear state of mind when facing toxic people. Build a support system. When dealing with toxic people, you should never face them alone. Building a solid support system is a key factor in maintaining strength and inner peace. This system can include family, friends, or individuals who share your values and understand you deeply. These people will be a source of encouragement to help you overcome difficulties and provide an objective perspective when you feel exhausted. They will support you in setting boundaries and maintaining your spirit when toxic individuals try to invade your space. Additionally, you can seek support from online communities or groups with similar goals and ideals. These positive environments will help strengthen your resolve and motivation, preventing you from falling into negativity. With a strong support system, you will be more confident and not allow toxic people to weaken you. Don't bite the bait. One of the important strategies when dealing with toxic people is learning how not to bite the bait of their tricks or provocative words. These individuals often use negative language, actions, or attitudes to provoke a reaction from you, aiming to keep the conflict going or control your emotions. If you react strongly, you only play into their hands and support the game they want to continue. Instead of reacting immediately, try to remain calm and respond neutrally. You don't need to reply to their provocations, criticisms, or blame. If you don't bite the bait, they will feel a loss of control and no longer have the power to manipulate you. In this way, not only will you maintain your peace, but you also take away their ability to create chaos in your life. Room 9. Set clear boundaries. Setting clear boundaries is essential when dealing with toxic people. Toxic individuals often test limits to see how much they can push you before you react. It's important to establish limits early on and be firm about them. If someone disrespects your boundaries, remind them calmly and confidently that you will not tolerate certain behaviors. Boundaries protect your peace and help you maintain a sense of self-respect. When you communicate your limits clearly, toxic people will know what behavior is unacceptable, and you'll be less likely to be pulled into their drama. 10. Focus on what you can control. One of the core principles of Stoicism is to focus only on what you can control and to let go of everything else. When dealing with toxic people, it's easy to get caught up in their negativity, but you can only control your reactions and choices. You can't control their actions, but you can control how you respond to them. Instead of getting frustrated by their behavior, take a step back and decide how you want to handle the situation in a way that aligns with your values. Focusing on what you can control gives you a sense of power and prevents toxic people from affecting your mental peace. 11. Practice emotional detachment. Emotional detachment is an important skill to develop when you're dealing with toxic people. This doesn't mean that you should stop caring about others, but rather that you shouldn't allow their emotions or behaviors to impact your own. When you feel yourself becoming emotionally involved with a toxic person's negativity, take a moment to detach. Recognize that their emotions are their own and that you don't need to absorb them into your own life. Emotional detachment allows you to protect your mental well-being and avoid becoming a pawn in their emotional games. 12. Remain calm and composed. Remaining calm and composed in the face of toxicity is one of the most powerful ways to handle difficult situations. Toxic people often thrive on drama and conflict, and they may try to provoke you into reacting emotionally. By staying calm, you not only take away their power, but you also maintain control over the situation. Stoic wisdom teaches that your emotions don't have to be dictated by external events. You can choose to remain centered and unaffected by their negativity, ensuring that you don't get swept up in the chaos. 13. Let go of expectations. Finally, letting go of expectations is crucial when dealing with toxic people. Expecting others to change or behave in a certain way often leads to disappointment and frustration. Instead of expecting them to be different, accept them for who they are and adjust your expectations accordingly. By not holding on to unrealistic expectations, you free yourself from the emotional burden of disappointment. Remember, you can't change others, but you can change how you react and protect your inner peace. Thank you for watching the video. If you found it interesting and meaningful, please like and subscribe to support us.